Okay. So we have third speaker,
third speaker,
Dr. Pranay
Dr.
Dilip
Pranay Giri.
Abhang, and I request Professor Anand Sharma ji to introduce the third speaker, Professor Anand Sharma ji.
Thank you, Professor Ray Prakash ji. In one of the Ved mantra, it is said, "Let the noble thoughts come to us from everywhere." So we are fortunate to have the galaxy of scholars who are presenting different perspectives on Agnihotra. And in this series, I am very privileged to introduce and invite Pranay Dilip Abhang. He is, I think, another speaker today from Pune. He is DSc in Environmental Biotechnology and PhD in Environmental Science. Currently, he is working as assistant professor and head of the Environmental Science Department at Dr. D.Y. Patil Arts, Commerce and Science College, Pimpri, Pune, which is run by Dr. D.Y. Patil Unitech Society. He is having a very impressive career in research. And if I look at his publications, he has got nearly 15 notable publications, which include 2 patents, 1 book, and 12 journal articles. His work has been widely recognized. He got awards at national level, international level. He got 3 at international level, 4 national, and 6 appreciation awards in the field of traditional knowledge, environmental sciences, and biotech. He is also an academic advisory member for various institutions at national and state level. He is reviewer and editorial board member of reputed journals, syllabus restructuring committee member at various universities. He has got very impressive academic career and very impressive research contribution to the academia. With these words, I welcome him and invite him to start his presentation. Mr. Abang.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, the screen is visible.
The presentation is not on the screen.
Okay, now
It's okay now. It's
So-
okay now. It's okay
yes,
now.
yes. So today I will present some scientific studies on Agnihotra in the perspectives of some modern techniques or modern sciences. So this is my PhD work and some highlighted experiments I will share with you. So I will not go into detail about this, what Agnihotra is and where it is mentioned. So someone was asking where it is mentioned. So some references which I have gone through, that is Grahya Sutras and some parts of these Grahya Sutras. So these are the references. So again, some historical background, I will not go through this. So I will go directly what I have done. So for experimentation throughout, I use this quantity of parameters which are used in Agnihotra. So about 100 gram of dried cow dung, it was lit in inverted copper pyramid shape with specific dimensions and offering of about zero 0.5 gram of brown rice and 2 ml of pure ghee, which was given at the sunrise or sunset time with these mantras. So first was the major problem that what type of cow it is used for the collection of this cow dung. So again, this cow dung, which is the major component of in Agnihotra, so its composition it varies according to cow breed, cow metabolism, cow feed, and this selection of this cow species was a crucial or important part of this Agnihotra. So for this, I have collected the cow dung of different 43 registered cow breeds which are in India. So we have collected this cow dung with feeding them with same feed, okay, for a week and some different parameters after burning of this dried cow dung I have monitored. So I have selected this formula of score where mean of these parameters divided by average of all these breeds of parameters which I have considered, and we have selected three major parameters which are beneficial to the environment, that is oxygen, carbon dioxide and ash. So carbon dioxide in the sense because we are burning some what we say ingredients, and that's why definitely carbon dioxide it will evolve. But as compared to carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide is more harmful to the environment. So for selecting this criteria, I have selected oxygen, carbon dioxide, ash as major and other which are harmful to the environment. So as far as so these are the different 43 registered cow breeds which I have selected. So their name and their distribution I have given over here. So as per our results, it shows that the score, it was high for Gir type of cow breed. Okay, so that's why I have selected the cow dung and that too the dried cow dung which are collected from Gir cow breeds. And throughout the experimentation, I have maintained the cow dung collected from this cow, Gir cow. Okay, next question regarding this Agnihotra is the if we change the time, if we not chanting mantra, if we are using, it is mentioned that we need to use unpolished, unbroken, uncooked brown rice. What happen if we are using white rice, which is polished or something else? So what we if we are using cow ghee instead of if we are using buffalo ghee, what about the pot? Okay, so the copper pot, it is mentioned with specific dimension. What about the steel pot or other pot. So for these variation studies, I have prepared different 48 ashes with the combination of these 5 basic parameters of Agnihotra. So this is the composition and numbering of these different ashes of mantra. For example, if we consider this 20 number of ash, it consists of brown rice, buffalo ghee, steel pot, which is prepared at any time between sunrise and sunset, and it is with chanting of mantra. Like this, I have prepared this 48 ashes and this with 5 control ashes. So I will explain this control ashes at the some later. So this 48 ashes and 5 control ashes, we have checked for the shoot length, increase in shoot length or measurement of shoot length of these 4 different seeds. Okay, so this was the experimental setup. So the result was very exciting. So the effect of time, it shows that there is increase in shoot length of these different 4 seedlings, that 0.5 to 1% increase it was observed in the ashes prepared with sunrise or sunset, and which was lower in the ashes prepared at any time. Like this effect of mantra, it shows there is increase in 0.8 to 1%. Okay, so this is the plant growth or shoot length of this seedling. So we have considered this parameter for studying this different effect. Effect of rise, it shows major effect, about 60% of increase in the shoot length it was observed with prepared with brown rice or unpolished rice. Effect of ghee, there was 5.70% increase in the ashes prepared with ghee, that is cow ghee. Effect of pot, definitely we have selected only 2 pots, that is copper pot compared with steel pot with same size and with same dimension. So here we got 1.5% increase in the plant growth. Okay, and here the combined effect, it shows a much exciting result, that it shows peak at some distance, or this is the A point or something which is which shows up to 20% increase in shoot length compared to the control. So when we comparing the different 5 controls, so first control was control ash which is not prepared with the parameters which are prescribed for the Agnihotra. It shows 23% more shoot length as compared to C1, that is control ash. Then 10% only cow dung ash was kept as control. Only brown rice ash it was kept as control, and it shows 15% more growth as compared to this third control. Only white rice ash it was kept as 50% increase. Only distilled water it was added for the growth, and it shows about 49% increase with the standard ashes. Okay, so this was the how we are come through. What are the parameters we are using with this Gir cows dried dung? So this specific parameters, that is brown rice, sunrise, sunset mantras, chanting of mantras, then and cow ghee, it was selected for again further experimentation. The next important part was the because burning something, it means there is combustion process. So it was again a crucial part of this PhD work, that we need to go for this combustion study. So fuel gas analysis, proximate analysis, ultimate analysis, then calorific values, all these are the combustion study parameters, and we have studied with these some standard protocols. So this onset analysis, it was show that there is major amount of carbon dioxide it is evolving, Then proximate analysis, it shows that volatile matter, it was quite high as compared to other proximate components. Ultimate analysis, it shows major amount of carbon and oxygen in it, and the calorific value are quite low as compared to other fuels. So this was the of this Agnihotra ash. And there is something PGA-DSA analysis, that is thermogravimetry differential scanning colorimetry. Here is the great platform that we can use this, can play with the oxygen flow, and we can study with how much oxygen it is required for the complete combustion, or the process it should get smoothened. So in this
Dr.
research,
Panay, we have
yes.
lost your presentation. We can't see it on the screen.
Okay, just a second, sir. Now it is visible, sir.
Yes, it's coming back on. Yes, it's there now, yes.
Okay, okay, sir. Sorry for interruption. So this TGA-DSA analysis, it shows that the results, it shows that when the oxygen supplied to the material, it decreases, the ignition temperature, peak temperature, it get increases, and the peak combustion rate, it also get decreases. So it shows that the it is required for the process of combustion during Agnihotra procedure. So this analysis of the graph, it shows that for major peaks, which was the burning material which is used in Agnihotra. So P1 peak, it shows that the combustion of moisture and volatile matter. P2, where peak, it shows the cellulose and hemicellulose material. Majorly, it is coming from the cow dung. Then the lignin, and fourth peak, it was for the char. So this combustion study, it was definitely clear from all this experiment. Next challenging part was the after this combustion, the what the ash and how it is the components. What are the components of these ashes? So this it was done with different instruments. So it shows that various elements which are present in Agnihotra ash. So we have checked only this 29. Others we have not checked, but definitely there are possibility that other than this 29, they are possible. So basically, these are the major components, that sodium, potassium, then nitrogen, phosphorus, and silica. So these are the major components which are present in this Agnihotra ash. Then this again some component analysis. It shows that SiO2 is the major component out of all these other components in this Agnihotra ash. Then this XRD and TIFR, these are the again two major techniques. It shows that amorphous silica and siloxane and SiOS Si. So these are the some basic components which are present in Agnihotra, which are in abundant amount. It was again confirmed with this EDX spectrum, and it shows that silica is the component of this Agnihotra. And another different component, that is aluminum, magnesium, and iron, they are present. Okay, so this was the basic part of the study, and we have studied some application of this for pollution control as well. So it shows that when we have studied on the microorganisms which are present in the ambient environment, and the results are again exciting, that it reduced 80 to 90%, about 98% of microorganisms, and the study, it was carried out till 40 feet apart from the source of this Agnihotra. Next was the oxides of sulfur which are present in the ambient environment. Again, it shows that 25 to 90% reduction till 40 feet apart from the source of Agnihotra. Definitely, after Agnihotra, the 10 times of initial SOx present in the environment get reduced. Same like that NOx, but for the NOx, it was shown that during Agnihotra, these levels get quite increased, but after Agnihotra, it reduces with very less, that is 15 to 30%. Next was the water quality parameters. So we have prepared one column and we have artificially polluted this water and we have passed this water through this column. And we have checked initial and final concentration of this different parameters. So we have selected different 30 water quality parameters and 20 heavy metals for the study. We get the results that the 30 to 100% of these water quality parameters, they get reduced than the initial, and generally the parameters maybe get adsorbed on this Agnihotra ash. Again, this was the heavy metals reduction study. So it shows that 65 to 99% of these parameters, they get reduced and mainly they get adsorbed onto the ash. So deadsorption studies, it clearly shown that there is adsorption of this heavy metal on this Agnihotra ash. Same, the heavy metals, pesticides also get reduced. The different 38 pesticides were selected and they were checked with GCMS. These are the instruments which are used to detect these pesticides. So it clearly shows that there is reduction in the pesticide concentration. And again, we have gone for the adsorption studies. They clearly shows that there is adsorption of the pesticides on this Agnihotra ash. So the Agnihotra ash, it shows this SEM that there is a single channel, okay? But when we add some pesticide solution on it, it get totally disturbed. So this portion will clearly show that there is adsorption of this pesticides on Agnihotra. Again, these the adsorption studies, they will definitely clear all the ideas about the adsorption of pesticides on Agnihotra ash. So we have further studied these adsorption studies. So I will directly share these results that it follow the pseudo second order reaction. So these are the some adsorption studies. Then it shows the some Falunic type of isotherm, and it show which suggests that there is heterogeneity in the surface or the pores of ash, and that's why there is adsorption of pesticides onto this Agnihotra ash. Okay, someone was saying in last that there are some negative ions which are created due to this Agnihotra ash. So I have studied this ions which are generating in the ambient environment while performing before Agnihotra and after Agnihotra. So it was clearly seen that there was 2 to 4 time fold increase in the negative ions which are present in the ambient environment, and that might be the reason for which these negative ions, they counter the positive charged ions, possibly the microorganisms. Okay, so they get neutralized due to this negatively charged ions. Okay, so some microbiological analysis I have also done. So I think we all know that the complete microorganism is not responsible for the disease. Some small part, which is disease causing ability of this microorganism, is responsible. Like this capsule is one of them. So this again is the important property of Agnihotra ash. It reduces, or it the capsule forming ability of these microorganisms, specifically the bacteria, through 94%. Again, one more is the hemolytic activity. Again, is the one more characteristic of the streptococcus species. Again, this is the microorganism. So it again shows that the hemolytic activity, it reduces 87.7%. Again, one more important is the pigment, the pigment producing bacteria. Then it shows there is reduction in the pigment up to 90%. So, okay, again, phagocytosis. So here the phagocytic index or opsonophytogenic index of our blood cells, it get increased, or the bacteria, they get engulfed or they get encountered. So that ability get increased in blood cells by 14 or 74%. So generally, the Agnihotra ash, it will not kill the complete bacteria, but it target the specific part of this bacteria, and it will reduce that specific pathogenic or pathogenicity of that microorganism. Again, some seed germination assays we have done, and it shows there is increase in seed germination, and this is because of the plant growth hormones which are responsible, that is gibberellic acid and abscisic acid, which are responsible for this. There is increase in gibberellic acid level and decrease in abscisic acid level. So again, shoot length, it was increased, or yield, it was increased, or fresh weight, it was increased. And this is due to the increase in auxin and cytokinins, which are the plant growth hormones. Rather hormones, it says that it is the plant regulators. Okay, so these regulators, the concentration, it get increased 1.5 or 1.1 times that of initial. That's why there is increase in shoot or plant length. Again, for we have done some antioxidant or radical scavenging assays for this Agnihotra ash. So many assays, SOD, HRSS. So all these are the antioxidant or radical scavenging different assays. So this cell viability, it shows that the 20 milligram ash, it is quite what we can say, toxic to the cell. Definitely it is in vitro assay. Okay, so this assay, it was done in the laboratory on cell lines. So that's why it shows some toxicity, higher concentrations that are toxic to the cell lines. So same, the different assay, it was confirmed with different assays, that is MTT, DCPIP, the COMET assay, SOD, then radical scavenging assays. Okay, all these are the assays which is the proof that some higher concentrations are toxic to the cell line. So we have prepared one ointment, that is 2% Agnihotra ash with pure cow ghee, and we have studied this on animals. So it shows that the pH, viscosity, spreadability, and homogeneity, all these characters, they are quite stable till 90 days. Okay, so further studies I have not done, but till 90 days, this ointment is quite stable. So we have checked this on animals. So it shows that there is 22 to 22% of healing, wound healing ability is increased. Okay, so this is some concluding remarks. So in view of these results and discussion, it is clear that generated fumes and ash due to performance of Agnihotra, it causes diminution of environmental pollutants and shows augmentation results with respect to the biota. So this diminishing of pollutants, it is due to the while we are using this 100 gram of by mistake you have mentioned over 50, but it is 100 gram of cow ghee cows done, then 0.5 gram of brown rice, 2 ml of cow ghee in a specific shaped pyramid pot, then chanting of mantras at sunrise and sunset. So these possible reasons I have listed over here. So I think so many experts in this, they are present over here. But I have some highlighted points I have mentioned over here. So the sound energy created while chanting of mantras might interact with cosmic rays, gathered near copper pot while burning of Agnihotra raw material at sunrise or sunset timing. Far infrared radiations from Agnihotra and sun, it causes resonance and liberate large amount of energy in the environment, and the combined energy might affect the composition of ash and fumes of Agnihotra. So these are the some important what we can say the reasons, possible reasons for this such type of specific type of effect of Agnihotra. So is there any 2 minutes? Get more me, so I can conclude my
Okay, you
topic.
conclude.
Okay, thank you, sir. So I will conclude this point that the dung of ghee cow is more suitable for Agnihotra as compared to other Indian cow breeds. Ash, which is prepared by performing Agnihotra with, again by mistake, I written 50 over here, 100 gram of kirka, 0.5 gram of brown rice, 2 ml of cow ghee in copper pot with specific dimension at sunrise sunset timing with chanting of mantra. It shows higher shoot length as compared to other ashes. Fuel analysis, it shows the incomplete combustion process because again we are burning the nitrogenous waste material, and it's having a low calorific value. It shows moisture and volatile, it get combust, then cellulose, semicellulose, and then lignin and char particle. Then it shows SiO2 as the major component. Then SOX get reduced up to 90%. NOx get reduced up to 10 to 11%. Whereas 30 water pollutant quality parameters, they get reduced from 30 to 100%. Heavy metals, they get specifically adsorbed on the Agnihotra ash. Different 38 carcinogenic pesticides, they get adsorbed onto the ash. Then microbial load in the environment get reduced 98 to 99%. There it shows higher negatively charged ions evolving during performance of Agnihotra. The degree of pathogenicity, it get reduced. Then the addition of Agnihotra ash, it shows increase in seed germination, and it shows increase in the plant growth hormone, that is gibberellic acid, and reduction in the abscisic acid. It shows increase in shoot length, fresh weight, and yield of maize. So I have selected maize plant as our model, so that's why all the experiments are done on maize plant. So 28, okay, so all these parameters, they get increased due to the increase in concentration of auxin and cytokinin. Again, the higher concentrations, they are quite toxic to the cell lines. Okay, so this is the in vitro experiment. Then wound healing property in vivo experiment, it was more to the control. Okay, thank you so much for patient listening and giving me opportunity to talk on this.
Thank you, Dr. Pranay. It was his PhD thesis, and he presented his findings very well, and all are researched one. I think his paper is the self-explanatory, and I feel that today is the need of this type of PhD thesis. Research must be carried out in this direction so that the Indian knowledge system may be highlighted and may be brought to the forefront for the knowledge of the humanity. This Indian knowledge system is more beneficial to the mankind compared to the modern scientific knowledge system that is emerging today. So I thank you, Pranay, for this beautiful presentation,